Welcome to the Deep Dive. If you're prepping for competitive exams, you need the essentials, fast. Today we're getting into the Employment-Linked Incentive Scheme, the ELI scheme. Now, this was announced in the Union Budget 2024-25. It's really aiming to boost job creation, skilling too, hoping to bring opportunities to, 4.1 crore young people. The main idea seems clear, push for more jobs everywhere, but with, a definite nod towards manufacturing. Okay, so how does this actually, work? What are the nuts and bolts here?
Right. So for your exams, what's really key is the money and the timeline. We're talking a pretty big budget, 99,446 crore allocated. And the benefits, they cover jobs created between August 1st, 2025 and July 31st, 2027. So that's a 2-year window.
Just 2 years.
Well, initially, yes. But there's an extra 2 years of benefits specifically for the manufacturing sector. So 4 years total for them.
Ah, okay. And I heard it's kind of split in two, something for employees and something for the companies hiring them.
Exactly. You've got Part A for the new employees, the first-timers, and Part B, that's support for the employers. So Part A, it targets people joining the workforce for the first time, provided they're registered with the EPFO, that's the Formal Sector Provident Fund. They get 1 month's wage, capped at ours is $15,000.
Okay.
It's paid out in 2 parts, actually. Half after 6 months on the job, the other half after 12 months. And this applies as long as their salary is up to Rs 1 lakh. There's also a financial literacy component bundled in.
How do they get the money?
It's all direct benefit transfer, DBT, using the Aadhaar Bridge payment system, so straight to their linked accounts. Oh, and interestingly, part of that incentive gets put into a savings instrument for a bit.
Oh, okay. To encourage saving from the get-go.
Precisely. It's sort of built-in financial planning.
Makes sense. And Part B for the employers, what's the deal there?
So for employers, Part B gives them an incentive up to Rs 3,000 a month, but it's for each additional employee.
Additional, right, not just existing ones.
Correct. And that employee needs to be kept on for at least 6 months for the employer to get the benefit. And again, for manufacturing, this support goes on longer into the 3rd and 4th years, too.
Are there conditions, like how many new people do they need to hire?
Yes, there are thresholds. Establishments registered with EPFO, if they have less than 50 employees, they need to hire at least 2 more, sustained. If they have 50 or more, it's 5 additional employees, again, sustained. And those payments, they go straight into the company's pan-linked accounts.
Okay, so stepping back from the details.
Yeah.
What's the bigger aim here? For India's whole job market situation, what are we hoping this achieves beyond just the numbers?
Well, the bigger picture, and this is crucial for analysis, is really trying to kickstart job creation broadly, but especially in manufacturing, like you said. It's also about pulling young people into the workforce, giving them that first formal job experience. And critically, it's about formalization. Getting these individuals registered with EPFO means bringing potentially crores of young people under the Social Security umbrella. Moving them, ideally from informal work to formal protected employment, that formalization bit is a huge policy goal.
Right, but policies always have wrinkles, don't they? This is where it gets really key for exams, understanding the potential roadblocks, the challenges.
Absolutely. And the ELI scheme isn't immune. A major one is the skills gap. It's quite severe. The data paints a stark picture. Only about 8.25% of graduates actually work in fields matching their qualifications, and over half, 53%, are underemployed.
Wow, that's high.
It is. And add to that, only around 4.9% of young people, age 15-29, have any formal vocational training. So you have this scheme encouraging hiring, but there's a real question about whether the workforce is actually ready, Without serious parallel efforts in skilling, these incentives might just end up supporting jobs where people aren't fully utilized. It's a dependency issue.
So the jobs might be there, but the right skills might not be. That's a big hurdle. What else?
Another significant challenge is, who it leaves out. It's focused on APFO-registered firms, which means it largely misses the informal sector. And that's where, 90% of India's workforce is. These are the workers often without Social Security, without stable jobs. So there's a risk this scheme could actually deepen the divide between the formal and informal labor markets.
A dual market problem.
Exactly. And then there's the sectoral bias. The push for manufacturing is clear. But you have to remember, manufacturing currently contributes less than 13% to total employment. And its ability to create new jobs relative to growth, the employment elasticity, is actually falling because of automation.
So focusing heavily there might not yield as many jobs as hoped.
Potentially. And it might also sideline groups concentrated elsewhere, like women, rural youth, many informal workers who are often found more in agriculture and services. And those sectors employ almost 70% of the workforce.
That really puts the scheme into context. It's definitely a major policy move for India's employment scene. So, thinking ahead, and maybe for our listeners to consider, given these challenges you've laid out, what other kinds of policies might be needed alongside ELI to really ensure it fosters inclusive growth and tackles India's, well, very complex labor market dynamics effectively?